So what's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be talking about a few things you need to know before you set up your Mac Mini. But first, now I'm ready. So if you're like me, you're switching over from PC to Mac for the first time. It's a foreign land to you. You know, it's like a new adventure that we never walked the path of before, and we're looking forward to it. But first, there are a few headaches that come with walking that path, and I'll be talking about those headaches. Now, when this computer came out, everybody, and I mean everybody, was excited for it. And this is because Apple's new M1 chip. Before, you will have your own separate chips for GPU, CPU, in and out, thermal regulations, and everything else you needed a chip for. But now it's all packed into one small 8-core powerful chip. So when you buy the Mac Mini, you already know that the only thing that comes with it is the computer and the power plug. Well, that's an issue, and this is why. Now when you're going through the setup menu, everything is fine until you get to the Wi-Fi. And this is the reason. You need a keyboard to actually input your Wi-Fi information so you can actually sign on. Now if you're like me and you have a Bluetooth keyboard, that's the issue if it's not an Apple Magic keyboard, because the only thing that will sync immediately is their own native keyboard. But here's a hack for it. Now while you're going through the setup process, you'll come across a page that will ask if you have any impairments. What you want to do is you want to click on the motor skill impairments. This is why. You'll have access to a function that if you're handicapped or you have a disability, it'll make it easier for you to operate your device. That will give you access to a function that will give you access to a keyboard directly on your monitor. And then you'll be able to use your mouse to actually use that keyboard to actually sign in to your Wi-Fi and everything else after that point. Now let's talk about memory, which is another headache. The Mac Mini only comes with 8 GB or 16 GB of unified memory and 256 or 512 of storage. Now me personally, I went for the 16 GB of unified memory and the 256 of storage, and this is why. I already had 2 SSD drives, so what I did is I got a dongle. I connected them and I had that run straight to my Mac. I also did the same thing for my hard drive and my SD card reader, since the Mac Mini don't have one. Now, while they do give me a really clean look on my desk, underneath my desk, it looked like a jungle because everything is fastened to my desk itself. Now, by doing it this way, I gave myself 3 TB of storage without having to edit through Apple's website. Now, before we can even use the memory, we have to make sure it's optimized for the Mac Mini. I'll show you how to do that right now. So if you're wondering why I made this video, especially one this short, it's because I wish somebody else did, because it would have saved me about an hour of frustration trying to figure everything out. Now before I decided to switch to the Mac Mini, I was using a Dell laptop, and this is the Dell Inspiron 157570. I've been using this laptop for 2 years, and to be honest, at first it did its job, but once I got into 10-bit codec, I started to understand color grading a lot more. I started to get better at editing photos. I started to notice that my colors weren't coming out correctly. And at the same time, this laptop was seriously bogging down my workflow because it wasn't built for what I was putting it through. And pretty much every day when I was using that laptop, I would wonder if it would explode on me or not because how loud the fans were running. And at the same time, the battery do need to be replaced because like I said, it's not built for what I was using this for. So for the last few months, I was looking for a new computer, something that could be my daily driver for photo, video, and music. I came across the Mac Mini on YouTube and I fell in love right away. Now everyone was talking about the Bluetooth issue, so I did know that ahead of time. But honestly, I didn't have no issues with it so far, but I only had this computer for one day. So when I decided to go with the Mac Mini, I started to buy everything I needed, which was a monitor, keyboard, and a mouse. And I actually decided on Bluetooth speakers because I wanted to keep my setup as minimal and clean as possible. So far, since I got everything optimized, everything ready to go, I'm in love with this computer so far, but I didn't put it through its paces yet for what I bought it for. And this video that you're watching right now is going to be his first video that I grade on it. And I'm gonna grade this thing in everything from 400 megabits per second, F-log, and 10-bit video. So we're definitely gonna see how it hold up. And I hope you guys enjoy this. So thank you to everybody who checked out this video. Thank you to everybody who watched this to the end. And thank you to all the new subscribers. But before you go, what I want you to do is smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Hope you have a good day. Peace.